Hello, and thank you for coming along. This is Moster Does the Crossword, and unsurprisingly, this is also Moster speaking. Today, we will be talking about the New York Times crossword for Tuesday, August 3rd. If you feel like skipping ahead, I will try to pad this to an even increment of 30 seconds, but I will also include the duration before the puzzle in the description. Anyway, for those of you who haven't heard this before, I've got two basic formats that I deliver on hopefully nightly/daily basis. In each of them, you get this first introduction, which is why are we here and what the hell am I listening to and watching, etc., etc. Then there is a section where I basically solve the puzzle with the microphone on and we're capturing what you're seeing on the screen, through the whole thing. And after that, there's a review where I kind of go through and talk about things that are more interesting, things that might catch people up. If there's a theme, I'll talk a little bit about that. If there's something special that I had to do, I'll talk a little bit about that. I've done that a little bit differently for this one, and I want to see how it goes. But if you're watching the main puzzle, you're going to see some flashes when I take a picture to remember for the review. So if that's too distracting, please do let me know. So why are we here? Well, I'm here because for whatever reason, this is satisfying some creative / vain itch of mine. And also because I'm hopeful that maybe I'll be able to learn a little bit more about myself and my thought process. And, I have this thing where I will do the puzzle, or, to whatever percentage, and put it down and come back 15 minutes later, or 3 hours later, or a half a day, whatever. And for whatever reason, inside my brain, there has been a finger snap that causes me to have everything fall into place. So I'd like to know a little bit more maybe about why that happens. What are you going to get out of this? I don't fucking know. But no, seriously, part of it, I feel like it'll give people confidence if they are interested in solving the crossword or some of the other puzzles that I might be doing in here going forward. And again, just see that it's possible to do. It's not easy, but neither is it unachievable. So I think that that's really an important thing. I'd like more people to maybe see that a little bit more. And similarly, people see value sometimes in watching somebody make mistakes. And, I do that, and I do make silly assumptions, and I do call myself names, and I curse at myself occasionally. But I think that, like I said, that might be really helpful to certain people who are trying to build up that confidence. And, in the blog and a couple of other places, I talk a lot about how it took me a long time to even get out of the Monday, Tuesday before I got into the whole week. And then I've been going back and trying to close all those other ones out because there were a lot of big things that I just didn't know. Tactics and words and facts and everything else. Other people have said that, people who are trying to learn English or who are trying to learn American English might get some value out of this because I do talk about the origins of some of the terms and things like that. And finally, I have heard certain people say that they like the sound of my voice. So thank them for that. And if you're one of them, yeah, I hope this one works out for you just as well. Another thing that I want to have in this intro is what did I learn after yesterday? And what I wanted to look up after yesterday was Stan, which was, I don't remember the clue exactly, but it was something like super fan or highly devout or something like that. Not highly devout, but intense fandom. And it turns out that is a reference to an Eminem song, where Stan is the name of an obsessed fan. As far as this puzzle itself, I think it was a pretty good one. For a Tuesday, I liked the theme. Complain a little bit about it in there, but I think that it fits well for the Tuesday. and it's definitely, getting in general the difficulty level and the way the clues are coming across. Yeah, I liked it pretty well. So thank you again for coming along on this journey with me. If you get something out of it, I'm at the point where I would appreciate likes and subscriptions and comments and stuff like that. But without further ado, and we come right up on 5. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, there's something going on here with a theme, huh? Kit Kat bar. Complimentary. It could be akin to, it could be like paired or something like that. Put an edge on hone. Biblical suffix ETH. Dealership offering. New car. Start of a carol titled was, I believe. Oh, HT. Unless it's HTTPS, which it could very well be. Soldier's food packet. That's MRE, which is meal ready to eat. Occasion that people are dying to celebrate is Easter. DYEING, they're talking about dyeing the eggs. How I met your mother, show that I never got into. Venmo's parent company is PayPal, which I probably knew, but it's not a holy fuck. It's in fact quite the opposite of that. Anyway, caregivers org. I don't know. That could be a lot of things. Funds of many campaign ads in Refunders packs. Presses into service. And 4. I don't know. T-Mobile in 2020. I don't know. I should know. I'm sure I did know. Third time I said that already. Anyway, Land of Game of Thrones is probably Westeros. Yes. Sizzling hot. Fruity treat something bowl. Huh. Harold Ramis directed Groundhog Day, which is a very good movie. Soon to be alumni is Seniors, abbreviated as probably SNS. It might be SRS. We'll see. What you might do after some financial trading or in this puzzle. Something about going to the corner, perhaps? Do not have it yet. Out on a limb. And for the record, I was sitting over here looking at the two corners in the top. KEMATRTHE. The market, I see kind of. I don't know, that's pretty weak reachy. And on this one, even though twas, yeah, we'll come back to that because twas may very well be wrong. Violin bow application rosin or resin or something like that. Cry just before the guest of honor arrives at a surprise garnish. Or some combination of S's and H's. Does it say surprise party? Yes. Okay. A pun is said to be the lowest form of wit. Ground transportation hub. Bus station. Nope. Bus depot? Yes. Oh, I do not know. Except that it ends in OR. And that's an M. Feature of some dresses, let's say sash. That could very well be wrong. Follower of Navy or presidential? Is it blue? I don't know if navy blue is capitalized. Can't have to put it in though, I suppose. Private eye in old lingo is dick, short for detective, kind of. Recorded in 6 logged, perhaps. Website designers code HTML. Moonstruck. Love. Does not fit. Milliner's creation is a hat. Run a red light. One pointer in horseshoes is a leaner. It's leaning up against the spike as opposed to being clang with the actual closed part of the horseshoe, around the spike. Alright, old TV star with I pity the fool, that's Mr. T. Low carb kind of diet. These days, that's just about anything. No good cars are lemons. And now, nope, not yet. Scrape out is eek. And it looks like hat is wrong there, but we'll see. Musical that was the highest grossing movie is Grease. Less contrived is realer. Body parts, sometimes compared to steel abs. Ciao, ta-ta. Eddie Izzard has a pretty funny bit about that. 10 items or less. Attendance at the heavily thrown. It doesn't seem like it's cherubim. Not least because I'm very confident that second one is an E, but we'll get there. Devo hit. Hot something? It was a very... No, because... What's next here? Villain in the Book of Esther is Haman. So Hone is wrong. Okay. So now what's this? Devo hit Whip It, of course. Violent villain, that's Haman. Did I just say that? I know that because I used to be Jewish. Build. Erect. Wet is the whatever ad and edge. Times Square sign for Broadway fans, TKTS, which is where you buy same-day tickets at a discount because they have too many. Deposit. Put in. Clears up a jumble. Sorts. Santa Rosa, California. Texas Ranger Hall of Fame location, Waco. Fiscal subject, economics. Singer, Borealis, I do not know. I can guess, but I don't really have to. Handy Master is Sahib. They help with course selection menus. Okay. Problem on many of our record is skip. Mulligan to a golfer. No, or redo? Redo. Proofreaders directive stat. That's another one. Stat means to keep, basically. So even if there's an error or whatever, you keep the thing in. Sportscaster Andrews is Erin. She's the one who had to do that terrible fucking thing about all the people sending her the shitty tweets. Okay, cultivate a garden is rototill, so let's get rid of both of these and put the T there. Butler in a romance. Rat. Which is from Gone with the Wind. You betcha, will do. Good. I'm glad navy blue is wrong. Unkempt person. Sloven? I mean, it fits. Informal eateries are diners. Raison d'etre, which is reason for being. Playwright is David Mamet. Renee Zellweger won an Oscar for something. Frequent quotation attribution. I mean, that's melodramatic cries. Oh me, place to walk a dog. Park? So what was this? Oh yeah, interesting. That's interesting because the R and the L aren't anywhere near each other on the keyboard. But anyway, place to walk a dog is a park. And bachelorette. Complimentary is gratis. Dealership offering rebate. Caregiver, I guess that's AMA, a medical American Medical Association. Sprint, T-Mobile, yes, I have memory of that now. Help if I spelled it correctly. Let's see. Acai! That's another always. Because it's easy. Okay, so this is corner of the market. Oh, so they are. They're all just various jumbles of the word market. Feature of some dresses is slit. So Navy SEAL. Frequent quotation, attribution, Shakespeare. Okay, let's go back up here and see what's wrong. It's not Kit Kat, it's not gratis, it's not wet. F. What's this? Atra is the razor blade. Actually, yeah, let's do it this way. Dole's running mate was Kemp. Atra, or so they say. Grace, Reeler, abs. Ta-ta, items, 10 items or less. Oh, S-E-R-A. Why did I think it started with a C? I thought it was cherubim, not seraphim, that's why. Okay, Whippet is the Devo hit. Haman is the villain. Erect is Bill. TKTS. Deposit put in. I don't see anything wrong there. Sorts, Santa Rosa. Waco, Texas Economics. Sarah Bareilles. Sahib. Menus. Skip. Redo for Mulligan. Yes. Proofreader's directive. Stet. Aaron Andrews. ROTOTILL is Rototil. Rhett Butler. Will do. Slavin. What's this? On tape. Ami. Alright, review time. We'll start at the general level. Corner of the market, which I thought was, yeah, again, pretty good. I mean, I kind of because you can't really make market. It's just like they're jumbles, which is kind of weird, but I guess that's how it goes. D minor ended up being the key. I don't know, but it's one of these ones where you know what it is, so you know that this is A, B, C, D, E, or F. You know that this is an M, and you know that it ends in OR, and then it's just a question of is it major or minor, and then what's that letter. So yeah, I did this a little bit differently, and the intent was that we would actually go to the screen captures, because that's what I did. Everybody will have to fix that. But anyway, oh yes, acai, because again, they love acai. It's one of their favorites. Everybody loves it because it's weird, and it fits in weird places, and it's still somewhat new. What did I have here? Sprint. Yeah, for the T-Mobile acquisition. Something I probably should have known, but yeah, makes perfect sense, even if I didn't know it. And Slaven for an uncut person. I haven't really heard of Slaven as a noun. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but I'm gonna maybe look that one up a little bit more, because it's kind of, it seems to me to be kind of archaic anyway. What is this? Oh yes, stat. I wanted to call out stat because it's another one that you'll see, and it could be in a bunch of different ways or places, depending on where you are in the week, etc., or what kind of a puzzle you're looking at. But stat is an editorial thing where it basically means keep it in. So you might see something like leave it, lat, or something like that. Things like that end up being stat, and that's why I wanted to call it out. The last one here that I flagged, oh no, I guess that was the last one that I flagged mulligan was the last one that I flagged for redo. Because again, it's not something that everybody's going to know off the top of their heads, but it's something that comes up in other places too. You could say you're taking a mulligan and doing a redo. It's kind of like a let. It is the same thing in tennis or volleyball. That was everything that I called out. So if we go back to the actual thing here, is there anything? Actually, if I'm going to do that, I should do it in the actual puzzle. Crap, is it recording me? Whatever. So what else is here that I didn't capture? Oh, I kind of like Easter for dying to celebrate. That's not bad for a pun for a Tuesday, because you're dyeing the eggs. This one got me up here, wet and hark. I knew hark was wrong, but wet got me. I had hone there. This is another one that they like. Shake, S-H-A-K, as an abbreviation for Shakespeare. You'll see it like that, or you'll kind of see it as Shakespeare being quoted, blah, 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 colon, S-H-A-K. That's what that means. What else? Oh, lemons for no good cars. I'm not sure how common usage this word has, how much common usage this word has these days. But it's, if it doesn't work after a certain amount of time, there's laws about what the dealer and the manufacturer are supposed to do for you. I don't really see anything else. Talked about corner of the market. I thought that was pretty good. Yeah. So I guess that's it for this one. Again, thank you very much for listening, etc. And please feel free to leave me any comments or likes or anything like that.